It's that time of year again. Hashtag made by Google. Google's fall 2018 announcement coming up next.
Netcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is TWiT.
This is TWiT Live special number 334 for Tuesday, October 9th, 2018. Made by Google, fall 2018. Hello, everybody. Leo Laporte here. Florence Ion will be joining us soon. In a moment, we'll be going to New York City for what either is going to be the least surprising product announcement ever or the most, or maybe something in between. It's possible. Everything that can be known about this seems to have been leaked already. Although Google tweeted, let me see if I can find that tweet this morning, an invitation to watch saying, well, maybe not everything is known already. And I'm not sure if that really is Google saying, please watch, or if in fact there will be some surprises. We expect a new Pixel 3 phone. That's almost certain. There are some uncertain elements of this. A new Chromebook, perhaps the Pixel Slate, perhaps a Pixelbook 2, perhaps both. And that would be kind of interesting. Here's the tweet from Google. It says, so you think you know. Do you have that there, Carson? One thing. It starts with I as Akhtar, which is awesome. Can you, John, check why Carson's not? You got it? There it is. Let me start at the beginning here. So you think you know, says Google. Tune in tomorrow to see for yourself. And then, of course, everybody, all the YouTube stars, Unbox Therapy and so forth, saying, we already know everything. Tech Buffalo, Brian Tong, we already know everything. Well, Google says maybe you don't, or maybe you do. I don't know. We shall find out. It's going to be an interesting morning for Google because yesterday, quite a shock, after revealing that for at least a few months, the Google Plus API was hackable and people were able to get private profile information as well as public information via it, Google announced that they were shutting down Google Plus. Kind of an extreme reaction to a security flaw, but they pointed out in the keyword post that announced it that 90% of Google Plus users only stayed for 5 seconds or less. And I have to admit, as Google Plus has become less and less used, it's become clear that the spammers, the pornographers, and others have been taking it over. And so I went to Google Plus after this announcement and immediately was bombarded by pretty disgusting spam. So I could see why people would close that window in 5 seconds or less. Still quite a shock. Google put everything into Google Plus. At one point, in fact, people's bonuses at Google were tied to the success of Google's social efforts. This was Google's attempt to keep Facebook from devouring them. Facebook still hasn't devoured them, but they have devoured Google Plus, apparently. So it's unclear exactly when Google Plus will go away. Now, Scooter X is telling me it won't be till the end of next year. But I got the impression it might be the end of this month, so it's unclear. We're still waiting for, it's 8 o'clock now on the West Coast, 11 a.m. Eastern time, which means it's time to begin the event. And it's time to say hello to Florence Ion of All About Android.
Hi.
Are you excited?
Yes, I'm sorry, Leo. I couldn't be there with you to revel in person. It's so hard getting around the Bay Area.
I don't mind. No apologies necessary.
But I'm super excited. I'm already, my credit card is ready to go. I'm going to be buying a bunch of stuff today. This is a big day for us, Android folks.
I have to say that's the first thing I did this morning is check to see if my credit card was up to date and my mailing addresses were up to date. This could be really expensive if we see a Pixel 3 phone, if we see a Pixel Slate, if we see a Pixelbook 2. There'll probably be a new Google Home of some kind, maybe have they announced a video? Unfortunately, there have been so many leaks from this, I can't tell what's been announced and what hasn't. They have announced a video version of the Pixel Home.
Yeah. Not an official one, only through third parties right now. But the rumor is that today is going to be the day.
I feel like I saw the announcement already.
I know, right? They're all going across now on Twitter.
Yeah.
There's a little video that is surfacing around Twitter of today's announcements. I haven't watched it yet, so I'm still not entirely.
Android Authority already had a review of the Pixel 3 phone, and Gadget had a first look as well. Apparently, some vendor in Hong Kong was selling it, so people picked it up. What do you think about this Google Plus announcement?
I think it was very well-timed, perhaps poorly timed.
Well-timed, yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if Wall Street Journal called and said, I need to get some facts checked. And then Google was like, oh, we should probably close that down for when this goes live.
Now, I understand Ron Richards is in the audience there, as are many other Google journalists. It looks like the video is live now. It's a pretty venue. I don't recognize it, but I like the windows.
New York's got a lot of really beautiful venues for this sort of thing, I have to say.
It's kind of made for it. And let's see if Sundar Pichai begins.
Can't stop
they're doing
Ayaz Akhtar. This is the video they tweeted.
Pixel 3 as well as the Pixel 3 XL. We have a very clear
image there was one bit of speculation that maybe Google was punking everyone with these leaks.
Past the internet.
I don't know if punking. I don't think they were punking. I think they knew what they were doing.
That they really? Do you think these leaks were on their part, though?
I mean,
there's now they're playing a Beatles song, which must have cost them a pretty penny, and showing
this is
off.
very Apple-ish.
Yeah, they're showing off a Google search video. Broccoli, kale, cucumber, donuts. And then image, this is Google Photos they're showing off.
Mm-hmm. Still can't remove fences.
They said it could 2 years ago, but
still waiting.
It's not easy. Yeah, Google I/O a couple of years ago, they said they showed a baseball game, Little League game, and how easy it was to take the fence out of the picture.
Yeah. I mean, Google's got a lot of stuff to make a reel out of.
Yes. Will they mention Google Plus?
I don't know, but they mentioned the California fires. Sheesh.
They got hit pretty hard in the Wall Street Journal.
They did.
And even European regulators were saying, hey, you're supposed to tell us when this stuff happens.
Please help me.
So there's $1 million down the tube right there with the Beatles song. And onto the stage strides Rick Osterloh, the product manager at Google. He's the guy who came from Motorola in the acquisition and is well loved.
Great to see you all here. You're going to hear a lot more about help today.
Yeah, I love him.
I'm so glad you've joined us. We're shaking things up a little bit with a new venue, some new faces, and a new city. Special welcome to our friends in the media. We've also invited some of our top sales associates from Verizon and TELUS. Welcome. Yeah,
TELUS.
That's right.
TELUS is a Canadian carrier. No,
for you out-of-towners, thanks so much for coming here to New York City to be with us. So this year marks Google's 20th anniversary. And for 2 decades, we've been working towards our mission of helping to organize the world's information, make it more accessible and helpful for everybody. Delivering information has always been in our DNA. It's why we exist. We love working on really hard problems that make life easier for people in big and small ways. And I wanted to tell you a couple stories about what I mean about this. So even after 2 decades, we're constantly working to shave as many milliseconds as possible off of our search times.
What are those little tables?
That focus
those little O's?
Has caused us to push into a bunch of new areas.
I wonder if that's for
we
the
designed our own servers. We designed an operating system to run our data centers. All of this
the
so
O
you
is
could
going to
find
slide
search
open at
results
some point, and a Pixel 3
But if we're really
going to
help people, we need to make sure we provide the most relevant
I bet
search
that's the
results.
hands-on bit.
And we can only do that if we know what people are asking for. So we set out to understand the nuances of language and the intent behind the words.
This is already very much
As
a
we
Google
progressed on that,
keynote.
we realized that
And
we
yet
could
very
help
much
with
Apple as
translation too. That's led us down a path of developing
Apple really
completely
sets
new
the standard for
technologies,
these things.
software, hardware,
In many
and
ways,
the
the
AI that
language.
underlies it all. And now
You have to start with
we're
a video.
translating
You have to talk
143
generically about your
billion
success.
words every day in more than 100 languages. And now more people can say
bet
what
you
they
they'll
want to
even
say
do
to
one
each
more.
other. Beautiful, hello, thank you.
Dr. Mom, who
These are
is in the
three
New
of
York
the most
area,
requested
says it looks
words
like
in every
Queens
language.
out the window.
And with speech recognition, as good as it is, we can roll out voice interactions across our hardware devices so your devices understand you when you talk to them.
Let's
We
not
can lessen the
get too
pain
carried
of
away.
responding to emails by suggesting quick responses. And Smart Compose in Gmail even
Like the
offers
number
to finish your
one
sentences
post in
as
the
you
Google
type.
Home Reddit
It
thread
can
subreddit
suggest
is,
relevant,
Gosh,
contextual
darn it.
phrases and cut back
Why
on
doesn't it
repetitive
understand me?
typing, like addresses. Smart Compose is already saving people 1 billion
Mine
characters
is,
of typing each
bilingual,
week.
and sometimes it
And it's
confuses
coming to
with
mobile
language I'm
first
using.
with Pixel.
Do you speak to it in Romanian?
So with our improvements in
I
language,
do. I try to
the
do the
Google
dictation.
Assistant
and
is
is it
much
work?
better at getting things done for you.
Sometimes.
Like
Wow,
booking a
cool.
restaurant reservation over the phone. That's our duplex technology you saw earlier this year.
Which California
We did.
passed a law against
These
just a
incredible
month ago.
technologies you'll hear about today are built on this 20-year history
California
of making
banned the
information more accessible
unidentified use of
and
bots.
helpful for people.
But I think it was
This is
specifically
also
duplex that
true
stimulated that.
of our work in imaging. Many of you in this room say last year's Pixel 2 still takes the best pictures, even in a year with so many amazing flagship
Yes,
phones.
I agree.
That's not
I
a
agree.
fluke. Pixel's camera completely rethinks how images are captured, and we can trace that intelligence directly back to Google search. We noticed very early on that people were using Google to search for images, even though our results weren't perfect back then. Because we
Most
were
are like
looking at
playing up
meta
the
tags, we
synergies
were looking
between
at
different
surrounding
parts of
text.
Google.
And that was just really a workaround.
And of
But what we
course,
really needed to do
Search is something
was
Apple
look at the
doesn't have,
images
Amazon
themselves.
doesn't have.
So we spent years researching computer vision technologies, analyzing hundreds of millions of photos, and now we're getting better all the time at recognizing objects and faces and even concepts within an image or a scene.
It's really interesting to see the
And we have
Pixel
all
work its
kinds of
magic
ways
after you snap
to
a
put this
photo.
technology to work.
And of course,
for you.
Apple in the iPhone 10s
Like right
has
now,
copied that technique.
You can search
Taking
through your
multiple
photo library.
images
So pictures are accessible wherever
for
you
various-
are without any work from you.
for exposure,
And
for
we can
detail,
help take a
and then
stunning
combining them all.
portrait photo, just like you would with a DSLR.
Or
And we
your
can
iPhone.
smooth out shakiness in your videos. You can also point
Apple,
your
of course,
camera
always acts like it invented
at a
the
movie
technology
poster.
when it announces.
Get local theater listings. Maybe even look up an actor's
This is
bio.
Google Lens he's talking about now.
And we've invented a new type of camera, put it on a fleet of cars, and then drove those cars all over the world
Oh, boy.
to give you a detailed
Yeah,
map
we
of
have
the
Waymo.
world.
Yeah.
So from searching to translating to getting a great photo of the world, when we see an opportunity to help people, we go the extra mile. Our deep investment in AI over many years is at the core of our
Google
ability
has so many
to push forward in
products
many
to
areas
announce
at
today
once.
that I think
And
this
you're gonna
is
see
probably
this
going to be a
in a
fairly
lot of our
long
products
event.
today.
I'm predicting a couple of hours.
I say this every year,
and it's
but
getting
the big
longer.
breakthroughs
as
you're going
Rick
to see are not in
goes
hardware
on.
alone. They come
So
at
like
the
Google I/O
intersection
keynote
of
level.
AI,
Yeah, I think so.
software, and
Let's
hardware
just hope there's no
working
stretch
together.
break in the middle.
This approach is what makes Google's hardware experience so unique, and it unlocks all kinds of helpful benefits. When we think about artificial intelligence in a consumer hardware context, it isn't artificial at all. It's helping you get real things done every day. A shorter route to work, a gorgeous vacation photo, a more efficient home. Our guiding principle
got all the
here
buzzwords
is
going.
exactly
Yeah,
the
yeah.
same as it's been for 20 years. To respect our users and to put them first.
Trying to find
And
Ron
that
in the
guides
crowd.
our work in three
It's a bigger crowd
very specific
than the
ways.
Microsoft event earlier
First,
Oh, yeah.
last week.
we want to respect each user as an individual
Your
and
own
provide them
personal-
with their own personal Google.
Cool, but not Google Plus.
Just as Google is organizing the world's information, we can combine AI, software, and hardware to organize your information. Your experience and the help we provide you is unique to you.
I'm surprised they
Google
didn't shut
Assistant
down
is
Google
the
Plus
best
right after Vic
expression
and
of this.
Datra left.
And it's always available to help provide
According to the
help
journal,
when
the
and where you need it.
security hole, which I don't think is a massive security
Second,
hole,
We're
it
committed
revealed
to the security of our
information
users.
in your Google Plus
We
profile
need to
that was
offer
marked
simple,
private.
powerful ways to safeguard your
Was
devices.
live between
One way we
2015
do
and
this
March
is at the OS
2018.
level.
Google
Google
apparently
Play
learned
Protect
about it in March, which means
is
they're
the
in
most
violation of
widely
GDPR
deployed
because
mobile
you only have
threat
72
protection
hours
service
to
in the world.
notify
and it constantly
users.
works in the background to keep your devices and data safe. We've also integrated Titan Security, the system we built for Google data centers, into our mobile devices with a new dedicated
Titan,
chip.
of course, is Apple's code
Titan
name for its
Security protects your
self-driving
most
vehicles.
sensitive on-device data.
There's so
by
few
securing
code
your
names
lock
left.
Screen and strengthening disk encryption. And it also even protects the integrity of the operating system itself. By combining Titan Security both in the data center and on device, we've created a closed loop for your data across the
I wonder if they
Google
restructured
ecosystem.
this keynote after
We
yesterday's
know
news.
people want to hear a lot about this,
Yeah,
so
this
you'll
is
be
right
hearing
up
more
front,
about
isn't
it
it?
throughout the day.
Yeah, I bet.
A vital third theme of ours. We want to make sure that you're in control of
I
your
love digital well-being. Everyone should be using it if they have it
From
on their
our
phone.
research, 72%
Is
of
it
users
fully functional
are
now? Because I know it
concerned
wasn't
about the
right
amount of
away
time
when
they
the-
spend
Yes,
using
it
tech.
is.
Okay.
Yes,
We
it is.
absolutely share that concern.
It's pretty darn great.
So we've developed new tools that let you control your devices instead of those devices controlling you. We're introducing new, simple ways to cut down on notifications and distractions. We can help you understand the amount of time you're spending with different applications and set app limits so you can switch them off when you want to.
Yep.
And we're providing parents with simple controls over screen time with the family. We feel a deep responsibility to our users to provide a helpful, personal Google experience while keeping their information secure and making sure they're in control of their digital well-being. These things really matter to our users, and it shows in their response to our products. The enthusiasm has been absolutely great this year. Our Google Home devices are expanding into more countries and more homes. Our daily
Yes, they
active
are.
users have grown by 5x in the past year alone. And test after test concludes that Google Home is the most accurate and most helpful home
I
assistant
wish they'd give
device.
us actual
It does the
numbers of
best
how many
job of
people are
filtering
actually
out
using
Yeah,
these
background
things.
5 times doesn't
and
mean anything. 5
understanding
times 10,
different
5
Yeah.
times a
voices.
million.
And it
It's
now
meaningless.
offers help in multilingual homes. Pixelbook has had a huge year as well. The Verge said,
Oh, yeah.
Pixelbook is stellar. It's elegant, sturdy, fast,
All I've
and
been using
smartly
to file
designed.
my work the last
And both
4
Pixelbook
months.
owners and a lot of you tech reviewers.
But I can't imagine they've
gave
sold
it the
too many.
edge
There's so
over
much
other
more than
premium
other
laptops
Chromebooks.
for its
It's
speed,
true.
performance, and innovative design. And we're just getting started here.
Which is why I'm hoping to
And what
hear
a year
some
for
things
Pixel
today.
A couple months ago, Wired
Scooter
named
X
it
is telling me
the
that
best smartphone money
Google has
can buy in
dropped the price
2018.
of the Pixel
That's as
2
good as it gets,
XL
especially in a year with
to
so many great smart
$749 on
flagship
Project
phones.
Fi. Not a huge cut.
Plus,
I mean,
the Pixel
No,
experience
it's not.
keeps getting better over
$100
time
less.
as we've rolled out a number of helpful updates. The UI's improved, the colors are deeper. The phone is just all around more helpful than when it first came out.
Android Authority said that the
We're
new
really
screen
proud
on
of
the
the
Pixel
progress
2,
we've made across the
Pixel
whole
3
made by
XL
Google
is
family. But you probably
fixed.
don't want to hear too much more
Pixel
about
2 did
last
not
year's
have a
products.
great OLED
So
screen.
let's talk about what we've been working on.
XL.
So first, for life on the go, we designed the
is that
world's
pink?
best camera.
Sure
and
looks
put
pink.
it in the world's most helpful phone. Introducing
There it is.
Here it is.
the beautiful
It is
new
pink
Pixel 3.
with an orange button.
Oh, I love the little orange button.
Yeah, it looks exactly like the renders. Pink is one of the colors.
And for life at
I'm
home,
sure.
we designed, for life at work and at play, we're bringing the power and productivity of a desktop.
It's okay, Rick.
There's
a
the Pixel
gorgeous
Slate. So
tablet
they're going to
called
just
Pixel
do it all
Slate.
at once, it looks like. Instead of spending time with one device, they're giving us all of them at once. So on your bingo card, the first two.
And for life at home, we designed a smart display.
Here's the display
so you can
version of the
hear
Google
and
Home we
see the info you need
had heard
and
about.
manage your connected home from a single screen. Introducing Google Home Hub.
Oh, they put the hub vernacular
Yeah.
on there. That's interesting.
The rumors were that, see, those are, I was
Yep.
right.
Oh, you're
And here
right,
they are,
Leo.
coming up here in the pedestal for the first time, seen in real life.
You were
was
so right.
You can take a couple photos if you'd like.
Look how nice it looks, though.
Try not
Isn't
to
that
knock them
pretty?
over,
It's
'cause if
very
you break
Star
it, you have to
Trek.
buy it.
So there's a Pixel 3, a
Give you about
Pixel 3
30 seconds
XL,
or so.
a Pixel Book 2,
Look at everyone.
and I have to, on the Home Hub, I have to point out there's no Pixel Slate at this point. So
I gotta get a shot of these. These look great.
these are 3 products that were expected, but
wow.
there were more expected. Mm-hmm. A charging dock,
Okay, all right. We
and
can
most
start to put
importantly,
them
the
away.
Pixel Slate.
Don't worry, everyone. You'll get more time with them in the demo area.
Crowds
trying to
running
take
over
one
to
out of there?
take pictures.
I would too. But please don't.
Rick is great because he's relaxed,
I think
unlike
they
a lot
look
of
great.
He
people
is,
who
yeah.
attempt to do this.
They look great, right?
Very comfortable.
Well, let's talk about the design, because I think the design of this year's products are absolutely terrific.
So, a bit of a shocker. It doesn't
Just
look
last
like there
month,
will be, unless there's one more
Fast
thing,
Company named
a
Google
Slate, a tablet.
the Design Company of the Year for our efforts in both hardware and software design. We've seen incredible progress in material design, our adaptable open source system of guidelines, tools, and components that support the best practices of user interface design. And this has resulted in some truly beautiful evolutions
I
of
love
the
material
applications you
design.
know and love. And this year's new devices fit perfectly with the rest of the family.
Look at this
due
aesthetic
to
that
the
we have
amazing
going on
Ivy
here.
It is
This
very
is so clean and
wonderful
modern.
Beigey pinky.
They've really, yes.
even the
millennial.
model is beigey pinky.
Very millennial.
They've really pushed us to think about how technology can be designed for the way you live today.
And what are
And the
his
design
her
world has
pronouns?
taken notice. Over the past year, Made by Google products have won more than 45 of the design industry's top awards.
Boy,
Ivy's going to give us a rare
Really?
peek
Do you-
into our design studio
Ivy again.
and share some of the details about our team's
That's the design
philosophy
team.
and approach. Let's take a look.
we've made this Pixel
People
book.
think aesthetics is making
sorry.
something pretty, and it's
guy.
really not. I mean, aesthetics is about igniting
You
our
know,
senses.
I totally get what they're saying here, because I definitely sense this when I have my Pixel 2 and the Pixel Book out on the table together, and they match perfectly, the white with the white.
It's actually
It's-
material design in the
Human
physical
in
world,
our
isn't
form.
it?
Exactly, exactly.
I didn't realize
And-
Ivy is really a person.
Yeah.
Ivy Rose. Interesting.
As technology progresses, it needs to be closer to us.
She's their Johnny Ive, right?
I'm here for it. Because
Because
I love this aesthetic. This is what I like, personally.
How that language
Yeah.
shows up
No, it's
will evolve over
Very
time.
modern. It's
Mm-hmm.
I think technology has
not
to
masculine,
take
and I
place.
think that that's probably not an accident.
It will eventually be invisible. The design
It's very
challenge
You know-
IKEA.
is to make that transition smooth and beautiful.
I get what they mean about wanting the
Our
product
job
to
is
be
to
invisible,
figure
and I
out what it
definitely
feels
sense
like
that
to
with
hold
living
Google
with
in
these
your
products in my home.
Yeah. It's
do
interesting as
become a part.
Microsoft's pushing its Slate Black hardware, Google's going towards a much lighter palette.
So cool. So cool. Some of the best examples of the amazing work that Ivy and her team have been doing is in the most important place in your life, your home. Fast Company named Google Home Mini the most innovative product design of 2018.
There will
And
be a
consumers
Mint
love it
Mini
too,
now.
as it extends access to the
I
assistant.
hope it sounds
in
better,
more
because I'll
places
say the
throughout
Mini,
home.
you know,
Yeah.
With
music
Google
just
Wi-Fi,
isn't its
We're
priority.
using mesh networking and AI to extend
Well,
your
we haven't
home
heard much
Wi-Fi
about
network.
the Google Wi-Fi in a long time.
Google Wi-Fi is still the #1 router.
No
And it's
kidding.
the simplest way
Number one
to make sure
in
that your
what?
connection speed is
Yeah,
good.
that's what I want to know,
and your
because if you go to the
home
Sales?
Wirecutter,
is well managed. You might have heard
Can't
that we're
be
bringing
sales here.
together Google and Nest so we can solve
here we
deeper
go.
problems in managing people's homes. The right way to do this
Managing
is to
Nest
start with
employees.
the basics. The smart home of 2018 is too complex with siloed technologies and interfaces. Your smart home really doesn't seem too smart when you can't figure out how to turn on the lights or set your home security system.
you know,
So
if the
together
internet
with
goes
Nest,
out, you can't do
We're
anything.
pursuing
So
our shared vision of a thoughtful home that isn't just smart.
So Ivy
but it's
Ross was a
helpful
jewelry
and
designer
simple enough for
Oh.
anyone
hired
to set up and use.
to run Google Glass in
Nest
2014.
Defined the
Oh.
thoughtful home with the Nest
I
learning
think that's interesting,
thermostat.
isn't it?
which is
I
the
think
number
that's
one
smart.
product in its space.
That's the kind of
And it's
industrial
helped
design that
save
they were trying to
over
bring to their product
25
lineup.
billion
Right.
That's
kilowatt hours of
genius,
energy.
really.
Nest also has the top-rated products in
She's
connected
head of
security
design for
cameras,
all hardware at
smoke
Google.
alarms, and doorbells. So working together, Google and Nest can shape how these technologies come together for a more helpful, thoughtful home. To show you what that means, let me bring Dia out.
Yeah,
to talk
thoughtful
a little
home
bit
is
more
the
about
is the
newest
buzzword.
addition to the
Thoughtful
Google
home.
family.
Welcome to the Thoughtful Home, Dia Jolly. Coming out with that mint green background. Boy, they're really going with the pastels here.
Thanks, Rick. Hey, everyone. Thanks so much for being here today. Let me tell you about how we've reimagined Google for the home. 2 years ago, we launched Google Home with the goal of helping you and your family simplify the hectic moments in your life.
Yes.
And we've seen that this is striking a chord with our
Google
users.
did say that
The number
most
of
or all
queries
these
on
products will
Google
be
Home
available
has
for
gone up by over
pre-order today.
400% in just the last
Just
year.
going to check the Google store.
But now, imagine not only being
My
able to
finger is
hear
ready
the
to
response
pull the
back
trigger.
when you ask Google Assistant a question, but imagine being able to see your response back.
My favorite
That is
Google
the
Home is
power
the
of Google
Max.
Home
I
Hub.
really like that speaker.
With Google Home Hub,
So does my
we redesigned
husband.
Google's most
But I
helpful
think the
services
screen is great.
like
I'm an
search,
Amazon Echo
YouTube,
Show fan.
Maps,
And the screen does
calendar, and
really make
photos.
this more useful.
So they're easily controllable with your voice.
I have the Lenovo
and
Smart
provide
Display, so I
glanceable
want to
help.
see how this changes
Today, all
the
of us use many
experience
different
versus
display
a
devices
third
in our
party,
homes,
Right.
like phones,
the one that they're talking about right now
laptops, and
versus
even
a third
tablets.
party smart
But
display.
None of these were developed with the goal of helping you and your family in your home environment. That is why we built Google Home Hub. We obsessed about what a display designed specifically for your home should do. How should it interact with you and your family?
Hub
What kind of
implies
hub
it'll be
should it
used
provide?
for running
How should it look in any room?
Nest and
So
the
we
other
spent
smart
countless
IoT
hours
devices,
on the
right?
design of Hub. We incorporated soft rounded corners and premium materials, including our own custom fabrics.
They love the fabric.
You can also choose from 4
I have to
beautiful
tell
colors.
everyone
look.
out there
And
that fabric does not pair
elegant
well if
floating
you put these
display
things
is
near
big
your
enough
kitchen
No,
because all the
slushes.
oils and things
Across the
get
room.
on them and it's
But
very hard to
small enough
clean.
to
So
fit in
mint,
any space
pink,
in your home.
black, and white, although I'm
We
sure they'll
also
have better names for all 4 of
consciously
those
did not
colors.
put a camera on Hub, so that it was
I love it.
comfortable to use in the private
I
space
love
What
the
did she say
color.
about the
like your
camera?
bedroom.
No
We want
camera.
to make sure that
No
Hub
camera.
is not a
Oh,
bright
interesting.
glowing screen in
Yesterday,
your home.
Facebook announced a
So
new
we made
camera-based
sure that Hub can
portal
respond
device with a
automatically
screen
to the ambient
that's
light.
mostly for, it doesn't have
To
Facebook
do
on it.
this,
It's
we
mostly for
developed a
making
feature
phone
called
calls.
ambient EQ.
But the thing that creeped me out was that the camera follows you around the room.
And combine it with our own imaging algorithms so that we can fine-tune
This is
the
what Apple
brightness
does
and
with its phones
color
and
of the display.
tablets. It
So
modifies the color
now,
display
Hub can
depending on
respond
ambient
automatically
lighting.
to the bright white tones of natural light that you get during the day, and then gradually shift into the oranges and yellows
okay.
of your indoor lights in the evening.
Makes pictures look
You can
better.
feel the magic of ambient EQ when you look at your photos on Hub.
So they really want
And
this
of
to be a
course,
product that
Hub
you put
automatically
in your
turns the screen
personal
off at night.
space, not just
So now,
in like
no
the
matter
common
what
space.
time of
Return of the
day,
digital
which
photo
room,
frame.
And even your home decor, Hub can blend seamlessly into your home.
I'll be honest, the
Finally,
Chromecast is my
we
photo
also
frame.
wanted
Yeah.
Hub to be a
The
communal
lack of
device.
camera, that decision
that
not to put a
works for
camera,
everyone
really
in your
interesting.
home.
And that's
So we
because
trained
Google, of
Hub
course,
on
everybody,
Google's
nobody trusts Google.
industry-leading speech recognition
Amazon has a
technology.
camera. Facebook has a
By
camera.
using voice match, Hub
The
is able
Lenovo
to
Smart
recognize
Display is a camera that you can
Yes.
easily
and
Yes.
it's able to provide
turn
a
off.
personalized
Very
experience
interesting,
for
though.
each and every user in your home.
No camera at all.
Today, 85% of Google Home users are using voice match. So by now, you're probably wondering how Hub works.
Yes, because
So
it
let
works
me
the
call up
best with
Mark,
voice
one of
match.
our
And if you
product
don't set it
managers,
up,
to
it's
show
kind
you
of
Hub in
frustrating
action.
to use.
Right. And people can punk you. Dia's done. Now Mark Spates.
These are new people to me, by the way.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dia. Hello, everyone. I'm excited to share with you a few examples how Hub fits into my home.
He's the product lead on
Mornings are
smart
crazy
speakers
for
at
most
Google.
of us, and having a little bit of help would be awesome. With Hub, I can just say, hey,
Kind
Google,
of love him.
good morning.
Oh, you just like his suit.
Yeah, I do. I
And
really
his,
like
and his hair. I love his
Morning,
hair.
Mark.
His look is
The
great.
time is 9 a.m.
Us gray
Currently in
guys
San
can look
Francisco,
good.
It's
And
64 and sunny.
salt
the
and
best
pepper.
way to get to work by car is via US 101 South and will take 45 minutes. There are 11 entries in your calendar. By the way,
45
remember
minutes
to
on a good
pick up
day.
eggs for dinner tonight.
Because recognize my voice. It tells me everything
This
I need to know while I'm
shirt
finishing up my
combo
cup
is
of coffee.
wild.
Yeah.
And in the evenings, Hub is great at helping me make dinner and relax. Google Home Hub is the best display made for the kitchen.
This is a unique look.
So
I
instead
think
of
his
fumbling around with
suit
your
is made from the
phone
same
or
fabric
the
as the
tablet
Google
while you have
Home Hub.
flowers on your hands, or you're washing the dishes
kinda
or wearing
does.
oven mitts, you can simply use your voice to get help in the kitchen. You can set multiple timers. You can find out how many ounces are in a cup. You can even figure out what to cook for dinner tonight.
Flour all over that
My Hub
hub.
gives me access to a huge library of recipes, including great dishes from Tasty.
I will
Tonight,
say
I'm
the
gonna make
cooking
2 of the
feature
class.
on the smart displays are fantastic.
Hashtag late night brunch. As
In
you
the
can
chat
see,
room said, "This
with
is.
Hub, I can
He looks
follow
like the
along
future. This is
step-by-step
how you dress in a
instructions
science
to
fiction
figure out
movie
how to
about
make
the
egg
near
Benedict.
future."
I can even watch
true.
a video
Yeah.
to figure out how to poach
Belongs
an
in
egg.
her.
Now, I'd like to tell you a little bit more about YouTube on Hub.
Yes.
The YouTube experience
It has
been
YouTube.
optimized. So I have access to a ton of how-to
This, of course,
videos
is a big problem with
just
the
by
Amazon
using my
Echo
voice.
show.
Good example is I can say, hey,
YouTube experience is far from ideal. Uh-oh.
YouTube video.
I did mute all my
Now,
devices.
Hub. Hey, show me how to carve a
playing
pumpkin.
how to carve Halloween pumpkins on
Okay,
YouTube.
little sync problem there on the fake assistant response.
It's a pretty epic pumpkin.
No, it's not.
And of course, Hub is great for enjoying music as well. With YouTube
Yes.
Music, you can easily find the perfect song, video, or artist. Hey, play something brand new.
Okay.
All right, here's some music on YouTube.
By the way, our Google just responded to that. Was that in here?
Yeah.
Or was that you?
I muted all my devices.
Our
All I
Google
have to
Home
do is
responded
ask,
to that.
and have instant access to the massive catalog of music and videos. By offering the ability to hear and see your music on Hub, it really brings the concert right to your home. Through
I'm just a
December,
little
Hub
concerned
comes
about
with
this
6
fabric
months of
body
YouTube Premium
being in a
on
common
us,
area. It's
including ad-free videos and our new YouTube music streaming service. So we all
get
know
6 months of,
technology can make our lives easier
YouTube
and more
music.
fun. But sometimes it's really hard to disconnect and enjoy time with friends and family. Hub can help with that too. Just put Hub into downtime mode and it won't interact with anyone in the house except for those critical things like alarms.
okay.
It's a
Downtime mode.
simple
Like
step,
that. That's good.
but it makes a huge difference.
That's great.
We're also introducing a set of tools to provide parents with a little bit of peace of mind. With filters, you can ensure that everyone in the
Okay.
home is enjoying family-friendly content. So, no matter if you're starting off your day, if you're learning something new, or if you're just chilling at home, Hub is there to help. Back to you, Dia.
I want to know why they called it Hub. I want to know if it's because of the quote unquote thoughtful home or if it's because
Thanks a lot, Mark.
they want to
As
just
you can
sell
see,
the idea
Hub
of the
can
hub
really help you
to
simplify your
families.
home. But there's more. As Rick mentioned, we want to build a thoughtful home for our users.
There we
and
go
where this
again.
comes to life the most is in how easy it is with Hub to set up, manage, and control your devices. You can even see the state of your entire home at a glance. It truly is the hub for your thoughtful home. So let me show you how. Today, I have a few different smart devices in my home: smart lights, thermostat, doorbell, and even a door lock. To be able to control and manage these devices, I have to go to multiple different apps. And if my husband wants to manage and control these devices, he has to go to the same apps.
You don't
We
have
know
to, by the
one
way.
place to go to
There are a lot of
to
third-party
download
apps
to
out there
get
that
the
let
state
you
of
do
our
this.
entire home.
Okay.
Did we forget to turn down the lights and lock the door in the living room before going to bed? With Hub, we're introducing
If
Home
my
View.
wife says, "Did
With
we
the swipe
forget
down
to lock
from
the
the top
door?"
of the
she
screen,
means, "Did
you can
you?
bring up a simple
And will you go
dashboard.
do it now?"
The dashboard shows you the state of your entire home at a
Oh, I
quick
love this
glance.
though. I love this home
And
view.
provides you quick access
See?
to all your devices.
There's a little
This
IoT
has
here.
been a radically helpful addition to my home.
It's radically
Home View was
hubful.
designed to be super easy and intuitive to use with a simple tap or with your voice.
That was
You can
good.
even see things by room, so you can turn down the temperature in the bedroom and turn up the music in the living room. It's now all in one place for the very first
All with
time.
Google hardware.
And easily accessible by everyone in your family.
Welcome to the silo.
And we're providing the same level of control.
Actually, they do this for like smart bulbs, so I'm thinking they're gonna integrate it with third-party
Is
devices.
it Z-Wave and
It has the
Zigbee, or
same
is it
HomeView dashboard as Hub.
its own? Is it
So
Thread?
now-
And
Whatever
Control all
accounts
your
are
devices
linkable with the Google Home app.
Even when you're
so
not
it's
at
really
home.
up to the hardware to do that.
Now, with Nest devices, we have all the tools in place to help take the experience of a
And
thoughtful
Google
home to the
uses
very
Google
next level.
Thread, which is based on the
we made sure
Qualcomm
that
spec
Hub
for its
was
smart
deeply
home
integrated with Nest
connection.
devices,
Right.
This
like
was
Nest
used
Camera,
inside many of the Nest devices.
And even Hello Doorbell. So for instance, if you're having
course, it
dinner
works best
and
with
someone
Nest.
happens to ring your doorbell,
Now,
Hub will automatically
surprisingly,
show you
this
at
is
the
a
front door.
7-inch screen.
And
Do you
can
have the
tap a
10-inch
quick
Lenovo?
response, or
I
use
have the
your
10-inch,
voice
yes.
to
As
let your
would
guests
I,
know
as would
that you'll be
anybody, right?
there.
So this is this is a little small.
Many people
Yeah.
have connected devices in their homes today, and they don't even know it. Hub
Yes.
can help with that. HomeView lets you control over 200
Don't
million
even know
devices from over 1,000 brands, many of them in your home today. So now, with a simple tap or with your voice, you can control your Dish Hopper DVR, your Chromecast, your Vizio TV, and even your Philips Hue light bulb.
So there you
With
go. You're right,
HomeView,
Philips Hue.
You have all the tools in place to help you build and manage your thoughtful home, whether you have a house full of connected devices like I do, or you're just getting started with your first simple smart light bulb. Now, we've talked a lot about what Hub can do, but what about when it's not in use? We designed Hub to be the world's
We'll be collecting
best photo
everything.
frame,
Oh,
so
okay.
that you could
Best
relive
photo
your
frame,
precious
all
moments
right.
at Google
Yeah,
Home
it's
Hub.
about time.
We do this via a deep integration with Google Photos. Google Photos has over 1.2 billion photos and videos uploaded every single day. So now you can select any album that you've ever created or that was shared with you. And we're introducing a new feature called Live Albums. With Live Albums, you can just select the photos of people that you want to see. And what we will automatically do is create a new album with all the photos you've ever taken of those
Oh, I
people.
love this.
Your photos also never get stale because Live Album updates automatically every time you take new pictures. So it's been really amazing.
This is something
Every
that
time I walk by
Amazon
Hub and
should
see
have
a
done
photo
with
of
the
my son or
show,
husband
and
that I've forgotten about,
you can choose an
it brings
album,
a
but
smile to my face.
it's up to you to
And
update it.
recently we came home from a family vacation to show our photos.
I mean, it
already
makes sense.
displaying.
Google's all about that facial recognition, and of
Hub
course, it
also
uses
makes it
technology.
perfect. Hub also makes it easy to share live albums with loved ones. So now my parents can see photos of my son show up automatically in their home. Now, you also might be wondering, what about that blurry picture I took the other day? Will that show up on Hub as well?
Well, Google
The answer
Photos
is
has
no.
AI.
We use machine learning to only
There you
show
go.
our best photos on Hub. We automatically filter out blurry photos, underexposed photos, those random pictures of things like receipts, and even duplicate photos.
Yeah, you really don't want a receipt
Now,
showing
with
up
Google
on your
Home Hub,
Home
we have
Hub.
a great way to actually
It's
relive
a photo
your
frame of
favorite
my
memories.
income taxes.
So you can pre-order Google Home Hub on the Google Store
it's a
today
good price,
for
$149.
$149. And it's also available on October 22nd at retail locations here in the US,
Pre-order
UK,
today.
and Australia.
Go to see it in the store October 22nd. It's 2 weeks.
Google Home Hub is the perfect display to help you manage your thoughtful home and provide the help you need with a glance. Check out this video. Thank you.
Oh, is she happy to get off that stage? She was a little nervous. Paul Thurrott continuing the snark. When it's not in use, Google Home Hub is the world's best home surveillance device. I mean digital photo frame. Without a camera.
Well, this
it's-
one has no camera.
Yeah, it doesn't have a
so-
microphone. Look how small it is, though. That
is.
kind of surprises me. But that's how they get the price down.
I think it's supposed to be an entry-level smart display.
Yeah. And then if you want, maybe that's how they keep from stepping on the toes of Lenovo and, was it LG? Who else has the Home Hub?
Well, LG was supposed to have one. I haven't heard of that one yet. And also JBL,
JBL, that's right. Yeah.
which that one looks like a football. Oh my gosh. Made me angry seeing dogs jump on the couch.
What do you think? I think.
All right.
I'm not exactly
probably
knocked out.
Not gonna.
All right.
Yeah.
As I mentioned earlier, Google's been obsessed with speed and relevance of the search information we can provide. We built this incredible search engine, but back then, browsers were just too slow. So then we built Chrome, a faster, more secure browser.
Oh, here we go. This is a Chromebook thingy.
We had to use our fast browser on our old, slow PCs. They took way too long to start up. They were a hassle to keep secure, and they just weren't optimized for the web and app experiences we use today. And we knew computing could be fundamentally better. So we developed Chrome OS to represent a new vision for computing based on our core tenets of speed, simplicity, and security.
It's definitely
Chrome OS
simple.
brings together the best of Google: search, AI, and apps and services all in one place. Now, your Chromebook boots up in seconds, not minutes. It lasts all day, and it gets better over time. It keeps up with the many aspects of your life because work and play are fluid throughout the day. And that's why millions of people have used these devices in schools, homes, and businesses worldwide. Last year, Chrome OS took a big step forward with the introduction of apps from the Google Play Store.
Yes, it did.
And also,
definitely has edified my life.
From the Google Assistant. We tied this all together with the launch of Pixelbook, the high-performance Chromebook.
Yep.
Pixelbook reviews from both the press and customers have been fantastic.
High price tag
People especially love its beautiful, versatile design.
Starts at
and its blazing fast speed.
But I have
and
one.
Today,
I like it. I do.
We're sharing a new chapter for our vision for Chrome OS.
Here we go.
With the launch of Google.
Oh,
there we go.
There's
Slate.
the Slate. So
Here's
this is
Tron
the tablet.
To tell you a little bit more about it.
Oh, Rick is not going to tell us about it. Someone else will.
Tron Vulner.
Thanks, Rick. Google Pixel Slate is a completely new experience, giving you powerful productivity in a fresh
Director
mobile
of Product
form.
Management at Google.
Something that isn't a laptop trying to be a tablet. Because who wants a fan in their tablet? Or a tablet that's really a phone pretending to be a computer. Instead, we combine the helpful elements of all of these devices.
Is Google shading
to create
itself?
a modern computing experience.
Yeah.
People have been asking.
You mean like the Pixel C?
We designed Pixel Slate
Is that what?
to be
Is
both
that what you
thin
might be?
and light.
Who wants a tablet?
It's crafted with beautiful lines and rounded edges in a stylish midnight blue.
Looks from here, I mean, obviously, we're looking at a render. It looks very much like the Tab S3 series from Samsung.
Pixel Slate
Looks like
is engineered with a
speakers on the left and
stunning
right.
detailed display. So sitting back to enjoy a movie is
I
better
have to
than
say,
ever.
we looked at Acer's
It has
Chromebook tablet,
293
and we're less
pixels per
than
inch.
overwhelmed.
That's 6 million
293
pixels
PPI
for the
is very
sharpest
high resolution.
picture in the category.
Yeah, that's nice.
When we put Pixel Slate in the hands
Real
of some of
question
the
on this
most
is how
demanding
much it's
YouTube
gonna be.
creators,
'Cause,
filmmakers,
given
who make
unlimited
movies in
budget,
8K, they raved about
you
this
can do
display.
anything you want, but will
Let's take a
anybody
look at
buy
how
it?
they reacted to seeing their content on Pixel Slate for the first time.
It's interesting they're pushing this as a media consumption device first.
We're looking for something that draws us in personally, that excites us.
As a creator, I spend a lot of time trying to just make sure our image looks the best it can be.
It's odd because you're not going to edit your movie
correctly. It's really awesome.
I think this is just an homage to how well it plays back
video
visuals.
To get to this level of quality, Pixel Slate uses a custom display with low temperature polycrystalline silicon technology, which allows for 100 times faster movement of electrons versus a standard display.
LCD.
As a result, it can efficiently light up a massive number of pixels. Your movies, photos, and games will be stunning in vibrant colors and brilliant resolution. Now, a brilliant display
Remember, they're competing
doesn't
here
mean
with
much
something like the
without great
Surface
sound. So with Pixel Slate, we've positioned the speakers on the front of the device.
Yeah, that's what those.
So they can direct stereo sound towards you instead of out towards the walls or the floor.
They've got to beat a
They deliver
sub-$1,000
surprisingly
price
big sound.
to compete with a Surface Book, which,
Big sound.
or the Surface Pro. The Surface Pro 6 has an excellent screen
We've also tuned our audio
and has
algorithms
Windows, so you
with a
can actually edit
custom-designed
video on it.
profile that gives you crisp highs and clear lows. This combination of an amazing display and dual front-firing speakers gives you the best entertainment experience
So
you can
a
hold in your
Surface Pro
hands.
6 is $899. Starts at $899.
It's also a great device for cord cutters, and nothing brings this to life better than YouTube TV. We're excited to give you 3 months of YouTube TV with the purchase of a new Pixel Slate or Pixel Book.
Unfortunately, I've
Live
already
TV
used
from
up
more
my
than
trial
60
period.
networks, including sports and local news.
I have to say the
Now,
compression on
you heard
YouTube
Rick talk
TV is
earlier about our deep history
enough
in
that
imaging
you
and
probably won't
computational photography.
really want to watch it on that
We're
screen.
bringing some of that same innovative engineering to Pixel Slate's 8-megapixel front-facing and rear-facing cameras.
Okay.
Both
That's
cameras
interesting.
incorporate our machine learning algorithms, so you can
That's
take
really
great
interesting.
photos, including portrait mode.
Again,
We've
promoting
also
the use
designed the
of tablets
front-facing camera
for
to be
photography.
perfect
I know,
for
right?
video chat. It has a wide-angle lens, so you can fit everyone in the frame, and a sensor with
That makes
larger
sense.
pixels, which allows for excellent low-light performance.
Okay.
Pixel
Okay.
Slate represents a new chapter for Chrome
This
OS.
is a Google tablet. It's just not
Let me show you
running
how we've
Android. It's
reimagined
running
for this
Chrome
new type of
OS.
device. The UI is now optimized to be simple and easy to use on a touchscreen.
This was one problem, of course,
It's a
with
Chrome
tablets.
OS experience that's meant
Android
to be held in your
tablets,
hands.
weren't really tablets, and
And at the same
Chrome OS
time,
isn't really-
it gives you a
hasn't been
full
optimized for this.
desktop experience, not one designed for a phone. You can work the way that you're used to working. You can even run developer tools and full-powered Linux applications.
They are mentioning Christini.
Check out the reconfigured launcher. Instead of hunting for the app
I have
you
been
need,
running some Windows 10
Machine Learning
apps
customizes the launcher just for
using
you. Suggesting the apps that you're
crossover.
most likely
Yes,
looking
that's what it's
for.
called.
It's your own personal Google, right at your fingertips.
There were
You can
rumors
easily
this would
multitask
dual
with
Windows,
features like
which would
split
be
screen,
interesting.
which
I'm
lets
still
you
holding out.
seamlessly
That's the one more thing.
between work and play.
There's a split screen mode.
And now with Pixel Slate, the Google Assistant is even more deeply integrated within Chrome OS. Simply use your voice, and the assistant can help you find a restaurant, dictate an email, or play your favorite show.
I have
Another helpful
found that the
feature
assistant
is
doesn't do
family
so well on the
This helps you set
Pixel Book
visual ground
listening
rules
to
for your
music
family
and telling me
and
what's
more
playing.
control over how and when your devices are used. And when it's time to settle in for the night,
It looks
our
like it
new
has a
Do Not
kickstand,
Disturb and
or is
night
that
light
the-
features help you tune
Must
out
have a kickstand,
distractions
right?
and gently adjust the color temperature of your display to help you wind down. Now, as you'd expect from us, Pixel Slate provides really powerful, hassle-free security. Virus protection is built in. The OS updates in the background, so you always have the latest security and features without any annoying interruptions.
I will say that Chrome OS is one
Pixel
of
Slate also includes a
the
tightening
least
security
fussiest operating systems I've ever used in my entire
Passwords
computing
and
life.
operating system are protected on your device. And to eliminate the fuss of typing your password, Pixel Slate's power button doubles as a fingerprint sensor. So you can
fingerprint.
unlock it just as quickly and securely as you do your Pixel phone.
Okay.
Just touch the
This
top
was
and
also
you're good to
part
go.
of the rumor.
All of these amazing new experiences on Chrome OS truly make Pixel Slate a perfect device for play and work. But a true desktop experience
It's
demands
got to
a
be
great
under
keyboard.
$800 to compete. I
So we
think.
created the Pixel Slate keyboard, the perfect companion to Pixel Slate.
This is the render that Kevin
The
Toffel and
keyboard
others
connects to
noted.
Pixel Slate in a snap.
Bridge.
No pairing or charging needed. Just connect it and start typing.
Is that like
Love
the
The way
Surface?
the Pixel Slate keyboard feels.
Yeah, the Surface has a
Last
connector.
year, TechCrunch said
Okay.
Pixelbook has the
Not
most,
sure how they're doing this.
most satisfying keyboard to type on
I don't
I've
like
ever
round
experienced.
keys.
So we took everything great about that keyboard
But-
and put it in a folio. Its full-size backlit keyboard is incredibly
Yeah,
comfortable
so
to type
there must
on.
be a connector
The
unless it has to
rounded
be charged.
hush keys are soft and quiet. so you won't be that person with the loud clackety keyboard. And the full-featured trackpad works just like you're used to. The Folio is infinitely adjustable, so you can comfortably use it at any angle you like. Use it at your desk, on a plane, or at your kitchen table. And when you're done with work, it turns into a slim, protective case
So
that
maybe
you can
this is
take
to
anywhere.
compete more with the iPad than it is.
Yeah,
the
that's what I'm
Surface
thinking.
Pro.
Whether you're using Pixel Slate with or without the keyboard, there's a universe of apps to
Keyboard
help you
sold
do more.
separately.
G Suite is amazing on Pixel Slate.
Yes, G Suite.
Our powerful productivity tools are used by more than 1 billion people worldwide. And people spend an incredible 74% of their time in these apps working together. With docs, sheets, and slides, you can collaborate and create like never before.
Thank you to G Suite for helping me run my freelance business like a professional.
Full desktop Chrome browser, so you'll never be limited by the mobile version of a site. And you can take complete advantage of the rich ecosystem of extensions and open as many tabs as you need to get work done.
So Intel?
There are also millions of apps in the Google Play Store, from productivity
I hope
to
so.
fitness to games and entertainment. We're continuing to work closely
So
with
it's Android
Adobe
apps are
and are
available.
pleased to launch the all-new Adobe Acrobat on Pixel Slate.
Okay.
It's a great example
Just what
of how
I need.
developers are optimizing their apps for Chrome OS.
Actually, it's really hard to do
lets you edit
PDFs
with
on
precision.
a
Is it?
Chrome OS.
All right.
Fill out
There you go.
forms and sign and annotate documents using the Pixelbook Pen.
So they obviously saw a need.
We also have new apps launching focused on helping you stay healthy. One that I'm really excited about is Peloton, because it'll help me keep up with my workout even when I'm away from my bike.
My
And when it's time to
$4,000
relax,
Peloton bike.
enjoy your favorite shows on Netflix or experience millions of worlds with
I have to
Roblox.
think Peloton paid for that. And so did Roblox.
So that's Pixel
Netflix.
Slate, powered
All right,
by the
how much?
reimagined
Let's get
Chrome
some more
OS.
specs here.
It's designed to be as versatile as you are, with a desktop operating system, a full keyboard and trackpad, a brilliant display, and the mobility and app support of a tablet.
Okay, it looks like prices came in on Twitter before they announced it. Oh, here we go.
$5.99.
Okay, that's the right
Pixel
price.
Slate keyboard
Yeah.
is $199, and Pixelbook Pen, now in matching Midnight Blue, is $99.
Now in matching Midnight
Keyboard- the
Blue.
All
keyboard's
three
I love
a
it.
will
little
be available
expensive.
later this year on the Google Store and at
Later
major
this
retailers in
year.
the US, Canada, and
So
the
that
UK.
is not available today.
Pixel Slate is truly a no-compromise way to work and play.
Keyboard price
We'll
about
see about
$70
Look at it
too
before I
high.
go.
And but depends about what everybody's charging. $5.99 is of course close enough to the iPad.
Yeah.
I would guess that's where this is aimed. Not at the Surface Pro.
Yeah, I want to know what the hardware is inside of it.
Probably Intel i5, but you know, who knows? We don't even know the screen resolution. I mean, I guess we can infer it from the fact that it's almost 300 DPI, but it's probably 3000 by 2000. I don't know. Can't be that high. Not particularly inspiring, I have to say. Yeah, and there's all the specs, but they went by too fast. I can't see that.
All right, I think I know what's next.
Liza Ma and Brian
Finally,
Rakowski.
it's time to talk about phones.
Yay.
So they snuck that Slate there, even though
Pixel 3
they didn't mention the
designed from
Pixel
the
2 at
inside
all.
out to be the smartest,
Very
most
confused.
useful device in your life. It's a phone that can answer itself.
So far, no surprises.
A camera that won't miss a shot. And it's a whole new experience when it's charging.
Pixel 3 was built with exceptionally beautiful and thoughtful design choices. It feels great to the touch and light in your hand. The matte finish on the all-glass back is the first of its kind. It carries over our iconic two-tone design while providing a beautiful, silky texture that helps avoid fingerprints. We developed a new etching process that allows for both matte and glossy textures on the same piece of curved glass with smooth lines and seamless transitions.
So it's a glass back, and of
Pixel
course
3
that's
comes
for
in
the
3
wireless
colors.
charging.
Just black, clearly white, and a new color, which is not pink.
The new Pixel comes in 2 display sizes.
Not pink.
Wait,
is
it's
the
called
new
not
color.
pink?
It's the new color.
And
Is
6.3 inch.
not
You know
pink.
what?
XL.
But it is pink.
Who cares
Both
if it's
of them share
pink?
the same features.
It
But
is
we know
pink.
users who want a bigger
Who cares?
phone really want a bigger screen. So we've designed Pixel 3 XL's screen to extend all the way to the upper corners,
Except for the notch.
giving users an edge-to-edge viewing experience with some extra useful space at
Is there
the
a
top.
chin?
The flexible OLED is the best Pixel display ever.
Oh.
The new adaptive
There's a
color
notch and a
profile
chin.
provides a bright, vibrant viewing experience
Very much
from
like
any
the,
angle
renders.
and in any lighting.
Or the leaks, I should
Both
say.
phones have bigger screens than last year's Pixel and a larger screen-to-body ratio. They feel smaller and more comfortable to hold.
Our front-firing stereo speakers are 40% louder and richer than last year, perfect for a video call or for playing music by the pool. The custom sound profile was developed for Pixel 3 by a Grammy-winning music producer for
Holy
stunning
cow.
volume and clarity.
Holy cow.
To get the most out of this incredible audio experience, Pixel 3 is the first phone that ships with the new YouTube Music streaming experience. And we're giving it to
No.
Pixel,
For
Pixel
6
owners
months.
on us for 6
I don't
months.
want it.
Who wants to watch
Between the
YouTube
design,
on
the
music
display,
on the phone?
and the powerful
My
speakers,
father actually,
you'll
he
love how
subscribed
Pixel
to
3
it.
looks and sounds.
Everyone raves about the Pixel camera.
Apparently, it's really hard to
Today,
find
the
Romanian
smartest
pop
camera gets even
on
better with the
streaming
Pixel.
services, so YouTube
It's so good, even
bridges that gap.
professional photographers are shooting with it. We're excited to announce a new partnership with one of the most celebrated photographers of our time,
Annie Leibovitz.
Annie Leibovitz.
Okay.
Annie's really been selling out lately.
For her latest project, she's using Pixel 3 to take photos as she travels
Isn't she
around the
super
country,
broke?
capturing portraits of
Yeah, I think that's what
inspiring
happened.
people and places. It's the first time that Annie has officially partnered with any camera, and we can't wait to unveil the series. And Annie is not the only professional choosing our camera. A few weeks ago, we gave the Pixel 3 to Condé Nast and some of the world's top photographers to shoot 7 magazine covers. Let's take a look behind the scenes.
Okay. Wow, this is totally pulling an Apple. Like we shot fashion magazines.
Did they use them?
Yeah. Of course, they got Cardi B.
It's so embarrassing to have that nice tripod and lighting set up and then have a little camera.
Yes. It just feels like an overkill.
And truthfully, magazine covers are not particularly demanding. They're well lit.
They're really not.
Their screens,
Sorry to burst
so
everyone's
resolution
bubble.
Isn't that hard? It's really, yeah.
This is the first time that Condé Nast has used a smartphone to shoot A-list talent
Wait,
for
is this
magazine
true?
covers like Glamour, W,
I could have
and
sworn they
GQ.
used an iPhone one day.
These photos are amazing. They belong on magazine covers and arrive on newsstands starting this week.
Wow, that's gonna.
Now, it's no
cost a
accident
pretty
that
penny.
Pixel's camera is ahead of the curve. It's a true end-to-end combination of our AI, software, and hardware. We're building on Google's deep expertise in computational photography. Perhaps the most
Yes.
obvious way it comes to life is with HDR+. When we introduced zero shutter lag HDR+ on the first Pixel, it blew away traditional HDR methods, and we're
It did.
still the only ones to use this method.
Well, Apple
When you press the
says
shutter,
they're doing
Pixel
something similar,
captures a burst
right?
of several short exposures. We combine the images algorithmically
Let Google have
to create
this.
an image that is brighter, more detailed, and more colorful. This technology is generations ahead of other smartphones. And all of this is happening on device. Pixel Visual Core is our custom-designed imaging chip that takes complex imaging and data crunching power out of our data centers and puts it on your phone. We built Pixel Visual Core into Pixel 3, making the camera even faster and smarter to power new
And this time, it's
computationally
turned on.
intensive features.
No matter
Oh, that's
how
right.
great your camera is at
Forgot about
capturing
that.
the finest details and reproducing the colors, you can still miss the perfect shot if you don't hit the shutter at exactly the right moment. Top Shot solves that problem. Let's check it out.
I like this feature.
All right, come on, girls. Get
So it's kind of shooting all the time.
3, 2, 1. Oh, I wasn't ready.
Let me try.
There's a lot of bad shots.
I understand this.
Yeah, they're all out of. Yeah, I love this. I totally love this. Everybody has these shots. This is actually great. Yeah, all the bad shots. If you're listening, you got to watch the video.
Oh, I understand
Every
the
missed
whale one.
shot, every bad expression.
1, 2, 3, cheese.
We've all got that shot. But look at that. So apparently it's been recording all along.
I feel like this is related to motion photos a little bit because the motion photos does the same thing.
Right.
But this is just called something else. Top Shot.
So I'm not sure when it starts
Pixel
shooting.
3's camera is smart enough to know a good photo when it sees it. Our machine learning is trained by analyzing millions of images. So it knows you want to see smiles instead of sneezes, photos where everyone in the group has their eyes open, and the perfect moment of shock at a surprise party.
It's literally a robot just scanning and analyzing 110% of the time.
So if your timing wasn't perfect, it'll suggest a better one. You can also scroll through the alternates and save one of those instead.
And then there's super res zoom. Anyone who's tried to take a photo at a concert knows that phone cameras have terrible zoom.
Yeah.
Yes.
Instead of shooting a grainy photo, Pixel 3 shoots a burst of photos, each a bit different, taking advantage of the natural tiny movements of your hand. And you can guess what happens next. We run the variations through a merging algorithm to create a beautiful, zoomed-in shot, so you can get closer to the details and frame your shot the way you want. This technique of merging slightly different photos for higher resolution has been used in advanced astronomy research to surface the image of Mars. To image the surface of Mars.
Oh, we're going astronomy now.
Is it surface the image of Mars or image the surface of Mars? Which is it?
Another feature that we're really excited about is night sight.
Both could be true.
Life's best moments aren't always perfectly lit. A party, a campfire with your friends, one last shot before the bar
awesome
closes.
because it's really computational photography addressing the issues people have with camera phone.
Which makes a big scene.
This is why the Pixel's been a success in my life.
Shutter lag,
looking photo
lack
with
of zoom,
uneven exposures
or
and shadows.
low light.
Night sight works so well, you'll never use your flash again. Let's take a look.
I haven't since I've been using the Pixel, honestly.
Oh.
I mean, it does
Shot on
look
iPhone
like that.
XS, shot on Pixel 3.
In extreme low light, return to machine learning to choose the right colors based on the content of the image. These shots are completely untouched. Night sight makes Pixel the best low light smartphone camera. It's coming next month to Pixel 3 and our other Pixels as well.
Interesting. And other Pixels.
You might have noticed the
that's
second
good.
camera on the front of the phone. Let's see what it does.
So apparently it's gone live at store.google.com/product/pixel_3.
Oh, are we already doing that?
$7.99 or $33.29 a month for 24 months with 0 APR. $8.99 for the 6.3 inch. $7.99 for the 5.5. So that's a good price.
Guess where I am.
Should I get not pink?
Oh, you found that already. You should get not pink. I mean, if you want it, if you're feeling it.
I might get black. I'm sorry, I just can't do it. 64 gig versions, $8.99. 128 gig version, $9.99.
Hey, Mitch, could you scooch in? I'm trying to take a selfie.
Oh, wait, one. All right, 3, 2, 1. Smile!
Group selfie cam. That's the rumor was there'd be a second wide angle lens on the front facing camera, and that's confirming that. Ships by October 17th.
Pixel users tend to get drafted as the official photographer.
They are selling a Pixel stand for $79 with it.
Great at their job.
That was the rumor that'd
So
be
we added a second camera on the front.
and the
that
old
captures
Pixel Buds. It looks like not the new
more of
Pixel
the
Buds.
scene
There was
than iPhone
some
10s.
speculation about that.
Now you can fit everyone in the shot without a selfie stick or unusually long arms like mine. Just zoom out. The difference is striking.
Aha!
You aren't
I
just
found
getting
the
more people
Pixel
in the
3
frame.
page.
You're getting more
I
details,
told you the address.
more scenery.
Yeah, I know.
More
I
of a
missed
story.
it when you.
For photos and selfies with even more story, we've got you covered. We've evolved AR stickers to what we now call Playground and built it into both the front and rear cameras.
Oh, this
We've
is
got lots of new content and characters, including the Avengers, in celebration of Marvel Studios' 10-year anniversary. These These characters are rendered to feel lifelike in the scene, and they even interact with each other.
Oh, this is the AR.
Characters can now also respond to your actions and facial expressions. They look like they're really in the scene with you for even more playful photos and videos. And here's a sneak peek at the childish Gambino character we're working on with Donald Glover.
Oh, that's hysterical.
Coming soon to Playground and exclusively to Pixel.
Donald Glover in my phone. So I can put a dancing Donald Glover in my phone. Okay, that's pretty cool. I like it.
Sorry, got a little excited there. Playground is launching on Pixel 3 and will be rolled out to Pixel 1 and 2 soon, with more content on the way.
And of course,
you
Pixel
can
3's
also
camera
add the
is for
Pixel
so
stand.
much more than taking pictures.
Right.
Last year, we introduced Google Lens, which helps you do more with your camera with what you see. This year, we integrated Google Lens directly into the Pixel 3 camera. Point it at a takeout menu, and Lens will pull out the phone number to call. Point at a movie poster to click through to the URL. Lens is now able to work instantly in the camera and on device for some of the most common actions, even without a data connection. This is only possible by combining Pixel Visual Core with our years of work in search and computer vision. Being able to search the world around you is the next logical step in organizing the world's information and making it more useful for people. And we've been doing that in some fun new ways, like with style search in Lens. So now when your friend's wearing a cool new pair of sunglasses, or you see some shoes you like in a magazine, you can use Lens to find them online and browse similar styles. It's one more way we're integrating our AI, software, and hardware to create the best end-to-end camera experience.
There are a lot of brilliant new superpowers coming in Pixel 3's camera, but we didn't have time to get through them all. I'm sure you don't want to sit through a 2-hour keynote. So here's a quick list of some of the other features you'll see in our demo area later.
Photo booth mode automatically snaps photos with a smile or when you make a funny face. No shutter button needed.
With motion autofocus, just tap on people, puppies, or anything else that won't hold still.
Wow.
And they'll stay in focus as they move around the frame.
Neat.
That's great. That's exactly what I want.
To portrait mode. You can edit the depth of field in a portrait. You can also change the focal subject.
I thought only
of the
Apple
photo,
could do that.
or make the color pop.
Oh, you could take it. You could
And one of
change
the best aspects of Pixel 3 is free, unlimited storage at original quality.
So really, this is, I think,
You'll never
why
have
people
to
buy
worry about
Pixel
storing,
phones is for the
syncing,
camera.
or finding your photos.
And I think they've done it again.
Pixel 3's camera is the best end-to-end photography experience ever on a smartphone. We can't wait for you to try it.
Again, store.google.com/products.
So what about when you're not taking photos? We designed Pixel 3 to take things off your plate.
_3.
So you can spend more time enjoying the moment.
Now that I've ordered it, you can go
instead
ahead,
of looking at your phone.
and order yours.
As Rick mentioned earlier, our new
Here's the
Google
specs. Thank you,
Assistant
Scooter
feature,
X.
powered by Duplex technology, is able to help users with real-world tasks over the phone, like calling a restaurant to book a table. Pixel phones
I think we
will be
know
the
what the
first
specs
to get
are, but
this
let's
Google
just
Assistant feature when it
see.
rolls
It's
out
Android
city by
9
city
Pi
this
plus
month.
Google Assistant.
Next month.
5.5 inch or 6.3 inch
So
display.
stay tuned for details.
12.2 megapixel dual pixel camera,
And we're
Snapdragon
going even
845,
further to
4
help you
gigs
with
of
phone
RAM.
calls with
There was
our
some
new
thought that maybe they'd do more than that.
Let's say you're at dinner
But no,
with
4
friends
gigs of RAM.
or in a meeting at work.
64
and a call comes
Probably
in.
because, so many other people have done 6
Or it could be an
and
offer
to
for a
8.
free cruise. When you get that call
Battery
and you
size
can't or don't want to pick up,
on the smaller
just
phone.
tap the screen call button, and your phone will answer for you.
Oh, I
and
love
ask
this.
Who's calling
Screening
and
the
why.
call is built in.
As you
That's
can
nice.
see here, the conversation
Battery's
transfers in
2915
real time on your
milliamp
screen.
hour battery
You can
on
decide whether
the
to pick up, send a
3.
quick reply,
The XL
or mark the
is.
call spam. You'll never have to talk
Is this
to
demo
another
using
telemarketer.
Duplex?
That's really great. That's really great. Hi, you've been selected. Nope, I don't want it.
This all happens on device.
That's
powered
fantastic.
by Google's AI.
So it doesn't matter who
Call
your
screen
carrier
launches
is.
today with Pixel 3 in the US and comes to the entire Pixel family next month.
Call screening built in.
And we all know
That's-
what it's like
that's
to be
huge.
overwhelmed by notifications. Sometimes you just want to disconnect entirely. So we've developed a feature we call Flip to Shush, an easy gesture
3400
to
milliamp
minimize
hour battery
distractions.
for the big one.
Just turn your phone upside down on the table, and your Pixel will take the hint and mute sounds and notifications.
Active Edge.
So you can have a
Type
quiet
C.
dinner with
No
friends.
No
or spend
headphone
some time
jack.
with your
Aluminum frame hybrid coating.
And finally,
glass back.
Pixel 3 includes our new Titan security chip. As Rick said earlier,
this is their
Titan
version
is a
of
big
Knox.
step forward in how we safeguard our users' data
Apple's
with
secure
on-device
enclave.
protection for login credentials, disk encryption, app data, and the integrity of the
This is the
operating
right way
system.
to do it, is store it in hardware.
We have one last thing to show you. What if your phone could provide a totally different experience when it's charging? We're excited to introduce the smartest wireless charger ever, the new Pixel Stand.
But what makes it so smart?
As a wireless charger, Pixel Stand is best in class. It charges your Pixel 3
I actually added this
super
to my
fast,
cart
even through
because I
cases.
figured it's time.
The Pixel Stand isn't just a charger. It changes the way you interact
looks like
with
it has
your
a
phone,
connector.
thanks to the Google Assistant.
Oh, I better go get
When you
one.
dock your phone, the UI adjusts to be easily glancable from across the room. You can control it with your voice or with one-touch suggestions on the display. In the morning, your Pixel 3 is a more thoughtful alarm clock. The screen will slowly brighten before your alarm goes off, so you can wake up more gently. And with help from the assistant, it knows your morning routine, the weather, and can easily
I think I
answer
blew
your
it. I
questions.
didn't order this.
Similar to Google
You
Home.
have to bring yours over.
Play your music on Pixel's incredible front-firing stereo speakers, and the cover art is displayed on the screen. Pixel Stand
How do they
also
do
turns your
that?
Pixel 3 into a helpful component of your thoughtful home. You can easily control your connected devices around the house, and with Nest Hello, you can see who's at the door on your Pixel 3 screen. When it's not busy with other tasks, your Pixel 3 becomes a photo frame that delights you with automatically curated memories from your Google Photos library. Again, similar to the Google Home Hub experience you saw
Daydream,
earlier.
right?
Pixel Stand transforms your Pixel 3 so you can get a more visual, helpful experience from your phone. It's the best way to wirelessly charge your Pixel or any Qi-compatible device. Pixel 3 is available for pre-order now, starting at $799. And Pixel Stand
Yeah,
is
$80
$79.
for that stand.
Yeah,
I
so
just dropped
Pixel
$80 on that
will arrive on
stand.
You'll
October
buy it
18th
from me if
in
you
the
don't
US
want it.
through Verizon and unlocked on the Google
Doesn't look
Store
like I can order it.
with Fi.
Stand
On
alone.
November
Maybe I
1st,
can
it will be
later.
available in 12 more markets, including 4 new ones this year:
Australia,
France,
Germany.
Ireland, Japan, and Taiwan.
And we also have a large selection of cases and accessories available from both Google and our partners. Check them out on the Google Store today. So that's the new
but not
Pixel
right
3.
now.
It's designed from the inside
yeah,
out
here it
to
is.
be the smartest,
Yeah,
most
I can
helpful
get the
device in your
stand.
life.
I
It's a
can.
phone that can answer itself, a camera that won't miss a shot, and a helpful assistant even when it's charging.
Before Rick comes back up, enjoy this short film shot entirely on Pixel 3
Okay.
by the amazing Terrence Malick.
Terrence Malick, wow. That's pretty good. Again, spending some money on the talent.
Yeah, they did.
Look at that.
You got to show off that hardware and what it can do.
He's the guy who did Tree of Life, which is a really beautiful movie, if not very compelling.
I heard about this frog.
Yeah.
It's a very tiny frog, but it's also
Looks good.
very special. If you touch it, your world can change forever. Blue becomes red, and red becomes blue.
So the store is now live. The Pixel 3, the Pixel Stand, the Home Hub, and the Pixel Slate. Pixelbook 2 is not on the store yet.
But they didn't announce that, did they?
They did it at the beginning, didn't they? I'm confused. I thought they did it at the beginning, but maybe that was the Slate they were talking about.
I think it might have. Yeah.
Am I confused?
Nobody has said anything about Windows on Chromebook, so
No, that
I'm
didn't
still
happen.
holding out hope.
Why?
Because then it'll make my Chromebook so much more usable.
Why don't you just get a Windows machine? I know. Never mind. I'm sorry I said anything. There you go.
And then I can finally podcast.
Unless Rick Osterloh has one more thing, I think we've seen it all.
So there they are, the newest members of this year's Made by Google family. We're taking an end-to-end approach to consumer technology that merges our most innovative AI with intuitive software and powerful hardware. Made by Google devices empower people to do more with their day so they have to do less with their tech, and they can focus on what matters most. We've designed them from the inside out to give you your own personal Google.
Your own personal
anticipating
Google.
your
That's the
needs,
slogan.
Taking things off your plate. You got a first look at Titan security and how it's integrated into our mobile hardware
surprised they
for
didn't,
powerful protection in a simplified experience.
Instead of licensing
And
the
you've
Beatles,
also seen how our approach to digital well-being is
they could
woven
have
throughout
licensed,
the whole portfolio, from call screen
and
to
little Depeche Mode, it would have been
ambient EQ and family link. We're taking our users' well-being very seriously.
Maybe they'll play it at the
With
end.
Pixel Slate, we've built a Chrome OS device for the way you work and play today. It's a powerful workstation.
I thought they
at
said
the
Pixelbook
office,
too. Maybe
and
it
it's
was
home
a Slate
theater
they
you can
announced.
hold in your hands. With Pixel 3, we've built the first phone that can answer the phone. And we've also taken the world's best smartphone camera.
The first phone
and
that can
made it
answer the
even
phone.
better.
That's a slogan.
With Google Home Hub,
Does he
we've
say
built a
that?
radically
Yeah, he just
helpful
said that.
smart display,
Okay.
which lays the foundation.
12 point. Here's the Pixel Slate specifics. 12.3-inch display.
Devices, and we're really excited for you to see that for yourselves in our demo area downstairs. For those of you on the live stream, please stick around to see our products and more in-depth demos online. And also head over to our fresh new
It's an
online
Intel
store
processor, either
at this address
M3,
behind
i5,
me
or i7,
for
or
full
Celeron.
details,
So
pricing, and
a number of
availability.
8th generation
Really appreciate
Intels
you being
available.
here with us today.
They
Thank you very
claim
much. Have a great day.
all-day power. I don't know what that means. 1.6
Oh, hey,
pounds.
wait a minute. There's
What?
a little Chromecast that, whoa.
No mention
They
of a
didn't
new
talk about this.
Chromecast either. Did they show it?
Here are some recipes.
No, but it's on, there's
on the
a
store?
new white one.
All right. So there were rumors there would be. I see the new white Chromecast. Yeah. Is same specs. It's the Chromecast Ultra, $35. Where's the? Looks like they're selling it. They're trying to sell it with the Google Home. That's interesting.
Yeah, I see that. Selling it as a bundle.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think how it differentiates.
It's now in charcoal and chalk. Or chalk and charcoal. $35. There you go. They did it in an hour and 13 minutes. Pretty good,
better.
Google. Nice
It's not
job.
bad.
So, and it's all orderable on the stores. The store is live right now. The Pixel 3, the Pixel Stand, the Slate, and the new Pixel Home Hub, which is basically a Google Home with a 7-inch screen.
No camera.
No camera. They made a big
No
point
camera,
of that.
7-inch
No camera.
screen.
Yeah.
Yep.
So don't worry. We can keep showing
one's gonna see you.
the picture on the stream because it looks like they're still showing some product features. What do you think, Florence Ion?
I am super excited to get my not pink Pixel 3. I'm super excited to I kind of feel like because I've been so happy with the product the last 2 years, I'm just excited to have like the new, this is officially my iPhone event. This is what I've wanted for so long.
And
I wanted a reason to spend a ton of money every October.
And I have to say that despite the fact that I don't think there was any hardware surprises. I mean, everything that we expected did come out for the most part. There was, I think there was no Pixelbook 2. I think that was my mistake. There was a Slate. There was no updated Chromecast, although it looks like on the store there is a white or chalk, as they call it, Chromecast.
Chalk.
And I'm a little disappointed that they didn't update the Pixel Buds. I can't imagine the Pixel Buds sold very well once people tried them and realized how terrible they were. So maybe Google's going to just give up on that category.
I mean, the renders that were going around were just like the buds without the thread in it.
Right.
And it just didn't look right.
If there was any reason to watch, however, it was for the new features of the camera. And there are quite a few, many of which will come to existing Pixel owners, which is very nice, I think.
Very nice.
The new hardware, the new Pixel 3 hardware has a secure enclave, as it looks like, as does the Slate, and looks like all the new Google stuff will have this secure enclave. Google's calling it Titan. It's a hardware chip. Augmented reality featuring Childish Gambino. That's pretty cool. The kids are going to love that one. You can have Danny Glover dancing through your house.
I mean, hey, if Apple can have emoji, then Google can have celebrities superimposed into all of your photos.
Right. The stand that they're pushing, a wireless charging stand, is a little pricey at $80, but it is designed to work with the Pixel 3 and change how the Pixel 3 behaves when it's plugged into the stand. It'll have a kind of a stand mode with a larger always-on display, an alarm clock mode, a photo display mode that's kind of like the Google Home Hub.
Yep.
You know,
very standardized.
The question that always comes to mind is, really, it's an Apple and a Samsung world. And in China, maybe it's an Apple and, Huawei, Xiaomi, ZTE world. But as good as we know the Pixel phones are, I don't think they're a big seller. I think the estimate was about 10 million phones, Pixel 2s were sold last year. That seems like, that's a lot. I'd be happy to sell 10 million widgets. But for a phone company, it's not a whole lot. And it's definitely a way for Google to show what it can do, and a clean version of Android, what Android can do if you don't tart it up with a bunch of weird features. And it is also a showcase for their camera. And I wonder, clearly Google's doubling down on the importance of the camera on the Pixel 3, and I wonder if that can be enough to convince people to switch away from Samsung.
It's enough to convince my friends that I'm the one who should take all the photos with the Pixel phone.
That's interesting.
When we're hanging out.
Isn't that interesting?
I've kind of showed, just the end result of the photos. At the end of the day, you put all your photos into the Google Photos album because everyone has a Gmail account. And, that's when people see what your phone is capable of doing. And so probably I think Google should have done this years earlier, but I'm here for it.
Yeah. Well, you and I both ordered one. I ordered a black one. You ordered a not pink one.
Not pink.
Which is definitely pink. I think the camera features are going to be interesting. I really do. Especially the zoom. They're really doubling down on that HDR. Plus, I think the best photo feature, the photo booth feature, is kind of cool.
That's going to be great for me.
Wasn't that out as an experiment? But it wasn't quite the same. But
yeah.
Yeah. They did Selfissimo?
Yep.
Yeah. So
Selfissimo, that's right.
Selfissimo. Remember that? There's the augmented reality feature. Put Iron Man in your backyard.
Wow.
Yeah. What they didn't address is the mess with messages. I hope that they resolve this. Hangouts is hanging on by a thread, but Android Messenger hasn't really, I think, taken over for a lot of us Google Fi users.
I'm just not a fan of MMS and SMS. I wish I could have Allo be the iMessage.
Why not? And no mention of Google Plus and the fact that they've decided to shutter what was their primary initiative 5 years ago in the face of security breaches. So there they are, the new Pixel 3s, exactly as expected. You didn't miss anything if you missed this. Florence Ion, you'll catch her on All About Android tonight. I'm sure there'll be lots to say about this.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
And you'll have time to talk about it. It looks like our Pixel 3s will be arriving October 18th or 19th. So about 9 days from today. So we'll have dueling camera phones.
Yes, that'll be fun. It'll be fun. It'll be a great journey.
Thank you so much for joining us, Florence Ion.
Thank you, Leo.
Yeah. Thanks to all of you for joining us. Our Pixel 3 event, #made by Google, fall 2018. I'm Leo Laporte. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.